All right, good morning, Savvy Traders. Happy Friday, everyone. Good to see you all. And just a quick little announcement. I want to just thank everybody. Obviously, it's going to be Veterans Day tomorrow. I thought it was today, actually. Markets open, kids are off from school. But before we always get started, I'd like to thank our veterans for all their services and keeping us safe. Thank you all. All right. In the meantime, got a couple of nice little movers so far. Would you guys jump into this? Who got a little piece of this INVO? What a nice moving stock. This thing took off right around that 8:15 time frame, went from 90 cents up to $1.30. We're going to go hop on and check in a little bit and see what happened and what drove that stock up by checking out the iceberg orders on level 4. But before we do that, we're going to go out there. We're going to see what we traded yesterday. Yesterday was a very, very interesting day. Great morning. Phenomenal morning. Everything was going well. And then all of a sudden, you had Powell come out at 2. You had the treasuries come out at 1. And all of a sudden, the market took a big, big dip. Let me just show you what happened, what we had going on yesterday. So really nice move on the Dow. You could see that we had a really nice move. And then this is where the news came out. Boom. We dropped from 34,000 all the way down to here. Hop over here. I know let's go see on the S&P 500. Same thing. Nice move. And then bam, came right down pretty hard. And you could see here that the S&P has been on just a really, really nice tear. But you know what? At the end of the day, you could see we had big resistance levels right around 4,400. And you know what? A little profit taking, major resistance levels as everything else. But there were a bunch of good stocks that did make some big moves. We're going to talk a little bit about them. First of all, the Coinbase did unbelievable yesterday. And then all of a sudden, this thing crapped out. It was so ticked off. But you could see this thing had a really nice run. Bitcoin's been doing great. So so stocks that we trade are like Mara, Riot, Coin. I own this stock actually as a swing trade. And it went from 92. I was like, yes, like 100. Beautiful. And then I'm like, what the hell happened? This thing just dropped all the way down to 92. But the good thing is on the swing trade, a lot of us looked at it right around the 70. And, that was a great buy. So 70 to 100, 30 points. That thing's up like 30% in a matter of, I don't know, what is that? Less than 2 weeks? That's not bad. But we got to get past this resistance levels, and then we're probably going to trust this 111. Like I told you, I'm really looking forward to the new year if that ETF does get proved. And if that happens, listen, it could be off to the races with a lot of these things. So anyway, that one did pretty well. A couple other stocks. There was also some really nice shorts. Revlon was a great short yesterday. That thing just kept going lower all day. That was great. Mara was one of those big run-ups, and it did come back down. So was Riot. TPST was really nice early in the morning. This one literally popped. This was probably our big winner early in the morning. This thing just ran from 3:30 all the way up to 4:30. Gorgeous little stock in early morning trading. The Affirm also, another nice little run up. That one just literally right at the gate, boom, that thing just took off. Went from like 24 all the way to 26. I think that was a lot of you who traded yesterday did really well with that specific stock right there, the Affirm. But you had to get in right away. I mean, it just literally opened, got halted, and just took off. And then just kept getting halted. So that was an awesome stock. Now, what else did we have that traded? Oh, and then obviously Tesla got crushed yesterday. That thing just kept coming down. And that had a lot to do, probably Revlon came down with it, but Tesla really came down to a big support levels. A lot of big supports right around this 95, 200. So, listen, Tesla is, I was talking about it yesterday, and I was talking on all the TV shows I was on. It's literally the most searched stock to trade and most popular stock to trade. It has great options, and obviously the stock relates to it. And the only thing I really like it is that you got great iceberg orders. So anyway, that's what happened yesterday. Let's go hop on what's going on today, which is Friday. So I'm not expecting it to be a crazy day. The market is up about 120 points right now. S&P is also obviously up a little bit. It is, it's being observed today on Veterans Day. So the market's not going to be too crazy. It's going into a weekend. Then what we're going to have is, listen, what is that, the 10th? Thanksgiving is coming up right around the block. remind everybody, we got Black Fridays that are coming out. We're going to be coming out with a new promo for all of you. You know, Black Friday doesn't even exist. They're going to make it Black November. That's what they're going to do it. So Black Friday, we got some promotions going on. Please look forward to seeing those. If you're watching on YouTube, just make sure you like us and friend us. You can always get that. Join our trading room on scanning that little QR code in the top left-hand corner. Just look over there. But we got a lot going on. So Friday, don't get too cocky. But listen, sometimes you get some cool stuff that going on. You know what I mean? There are a couple of stocks. Listen, the big winner right now is this NVIO. It was cheap. It was inexpensive. It had a good movement. Had a little bit of a shake right here. But hopping over here on level 4, let me show you what's going on right here. By the way, did everybody get my email? I know a lot of you here were asking me about getting the level 4 promo code. If you didn't get it, or NASDAQ Bookviewer, just send me another email. You didn't get it, okay? I know that some of you are having problems. This whole big catastrophe that happened. Now the merger went over from like TD to Schwab. I don't know. I get it on my computer, but now I can't get it on my cell phone. I got to find it. I haven't had a chance to get through. I'm not really worried about it right now. But they're also having problems having the level 4 on the. I heard people say they're getting issues that they can't get it now, whatever it is, or even if your grandfather, some crap like that. But listen, just get the standalone. You got my email address right there. Let me put it in the other one for everyone in. Oops, yeah, CTU.com right there. You got it right there too. All right. Fausto, I would, but yeah, listen, John, just email me. Just email me that you want it. You know, message me in the room. Like I said, it'll be easy if you just send me that email. All right. But let's go over what is moving this morning. So anyway, regarding about what happened here, INVO, if you missed this big rally, which probably some of you probably did, big buyers showed up here right around $1. You can see that nice little red line right there, and that dollar right there in a matter of 15 minutes made it for a nice 35 cents. You know, 35 cents, if you really think about it, I tell people this all the time. 35 cents on 1,000 shares, that's $1,000 investment. So you'll need a lot of money to do that. That's $350. That's what is that? $60,000, $70,000 salary? Come on, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly why we're in this business. Great run up. Awesome. Okay. So anyway, that's moving up pretty decently. There are a couple of stocks that are getting crushed. Okay. Plug. My God. Thank the living Lord that I got out of this stock. I mean, I was so sold on Plug Power. I was so sold on this whole Green New Deal that they passed this budget here in Congress and they're going to be spending all this crazy money. I thought that these things, you know, were going to take off, and they just getting worse and worse and worse. There was another one. Remember the other one too? Workhorse. My God, I thought that, you know, when the vice president was going out there and showing off, you know, all these new school buses are going to be all electric, you know, and made this whole thing that she loves these electric buses. And I said, you know, that's going to be a great trade. That stock's going to do great. I don't know what happened. Now, when they filed bankruptcy, that stock got destroyed. And that's the point that I'm getting to, is that this is why you can't get caught up on, you know, certain news and stuff like that, because it's the street that's going to tell you what the stock's going to do. That's what's going to happen. Like I was on Wednesday, I was on NASDAQ with all these analysts, and they all predicting the market doesn't look good going 2024. I'm like, okay, great. There's only one problem. These corporations will find a way. They beat earnings by 80%. The only thing is, if they didn't beat earnings, this is what happens to companies like Plug. They're getting crushed. Okay. So they're coming up a little bit. You know, all they're doing is they'll raise up a couple of pennies. Like you heard yesterday, we talked about it, that Disney's doing good. I mean, they're all going to raise their prices. I mean, you saw what happened to Netflix. They raised their prices. Shoot, it used to be $10. What is it, $22 now? But they'll get a point where a lot of people are going to start canceling. And guess what? If Netflix loses half their clients, they're still back where they were at $10. Okay? So obviously, you know what? They're weeding all the riffraff and whatever it is. They have their loyal customers, and that's all they care about. But earnings are very, very important. Okay? Anyway, you saw what happened with Plug. Anyway, a couple of the stocks that also moving, working down the list. Second biggest percentage gainer, DRCT. You know what? I'm not seeing that much action going on. Let me tell you right now, I'm not super impressed with on what's going on today. There's not that much going on. This stock's up 39%, 3 million shares. It's got some support here. It's 304. I don't really see many buyers out there. I'm not super sold on that one. MOTS had a big slingshot and came crashing down. 1 million shares traded. Did I put MOTS? I didn't even put this on my level 4. This stock is not doing crap. Blink. This is another charge stock. Okay, very similar like Plug, but Blink came up a little bit. I mean, once again, $13, $16 stock down to $2. Who doesn't have this stock? Who doesn't have this in their house or on the street? You know, to plug in their cars. They're not getting crushed. You know. What else we got going on here? Nothing. Just absolute zero. Now, there were a couple of other ones I did find. TTD, there's another one. Missed earnings. This is what I was talking about. They're getting, if they miss earnings, they're going to get crushed, okay? The trade desk, hammered. $80 stock down to $55. Now, granted, it's not a pharmaceutical stock, and they do come back, okay? Sometimes they do. So it is coming back a little bit. You could see it is popping up a little bit after getting really beat up. The only issue you got to be careful of is I want you to look at this really quick. We got a ladder effect going on. You see that right there? Big sellers, big sellers, big sellers. Now, we did talk about this in class. I did cover it very briefly. We talked about this yesterday, even in trading room. But if those sellers get done, that's a good sign, okay? So they're out there. They got executed. You can see it's kind of holding here around that 60 price range. You can see you got that resistance levels. It's testing April's and May's resistance. But those orders are very, very important. We got to keep a close eye on that. Another stock that came on the watch list was DocC. So this stock traded, it's crap. Absolutely. Why did I even put that up there? I don't even know why I even looked at it. Things not doing nothing. Oh, there's one more I want to bring up that's getting hammered. You got hit. Unity Software, that got crushed too yesterday on earnings, but it is coming back too. So this could be like another TTD. Now, there were orders out there, and they did get filled. See this one right here? There was that big order right there, right around 20. He got filled. He got filled. He got filled. He got filled. And any more fills? No, we got no more. But we got definitely a beautiful ladder effect starting all the way down here. Look at this ladder effect. 20, 22, 20, 50. Big ladder effect. Big support at that numbers. That's what we need. That's what we're looking for. And that is why that stock started making its move. Was at 21? Yep, right around here. Big support. So if you were here early in the morning, you saw in the pre-market, you was also a pretty good one. But remember, it is Friday. We got to take it easy. Let's not get too cocky. All right. Anything we're missing? Got a couple of people in here. Can we get NASDAQ 100 futures on NQ on Bookviewer or only available stocks? Paul, yes. If you're on YouTube, you can get it. Absolutely you can. Just email me, Paul. And we'll get you. You could always get a demo of that, or just once again, just take your phone, scan that QR, just join our room because we'll show you how to use it and we'll help you set it up too. Also, anything else? Anything else I'm missing? Let me see. Jith, you know what? Let me check out that bots. I saw. Is it moving again? I looked at it earlier. I just didn't see any orders, you know? I just didn't see any orders on that. Let me see. Let me check up level 4 again. I mean, it had that big pop and it just came crashing down. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm going to show you. There's really nothing out there. But, you know, it's got good volume. You know, we'll put it on there. It is Monday. You know, sometimes we find them. They do move, right? Out of nowhere. Hell, isn't that what happened with Life W? Life W did the same thing. It was like, didn't do anything in a pre-market. All of a sudden, thing took off. All right, let's get ready for the market open up. We got less than 15 minutes, everyone. Once again, if I don't see you this afternoon or you're done for the day, isn't that awesome? This is why we love trading. You can make your days pay. You got the freedom to do what you want. So that's the beauty of why we're here. That's why we trade. So if you're not going to be here, enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you back here Monday. But don't worry, we're not going anywhere. We're going to be here all day. Listen, something could happen. There's always something happen. Listen, I always like Friday afternoons better than Friday mornings. You always, because some people don't like to hold stocks over the weekend, so you always get those good little pushes. So we'll see how things work. In the meantime, guys, Happy trading. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Go take a quick break. YouTube members, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everyone that's on my social media, don't forget, click on that little button up on top or like us, and then make sure we'll invite you in our trading room. And then we'll see, or not, we'll see you back here at 2:30. But just remember, we hear it live every morning, 9 a.m. and at 2:30. Happy trading, everyone, and we'll be back.